Oh, hello there, everybody. Hello. Welcome once again to Chatting with this guy, Doug Walker, the Nostalgia Critic. You know him.
I was
You'll love him.
today.
He was indeed frozen today.
Of course, timing and all the others.
Yes, and all that jazz. Welcome on in. Let's get to some of these rules. I see we have a lot of questions forming, and the queue is getting longer and longer. We've got a level 4 hype train over on Twitch. Thank you so much, Twitch. Really appreciate that. Thank you. So let's get to it here. First and foremost, we give priority to the bit messages and super chats since that is some real world money spent. Towards the end of stream, we might have time to get to highlighted messages on chat or messages that are not attached to super chats on YouTube. However, we cannot guarantee that that is going to happen. On Twitch, if you are highlighting, maybe wait until the end to highlight, because if you highlight now, I cannot scroll back up and check it out. All right. Brain, wow, brain short-circuited there for a second. Did you see that in real time?
Yeah. No, I'm actually watching on delay here.
Great, amazing. There
Okay.
she is. We are reading only super chats right now that are $5 and up, just because we have such a long list of questions. If we have time, sometimes we can go back and check some of those out. Along those same lines, YouTube, I know you're new to this, and I'm pretty sure we had this conversation a week or two ago, but I think it needs to be said again. Please do not give super chats before the stream begins. I will read the one that I caught just because I did catch it, but I've got a software here that's capturing all of the questions and putting them into a compiled list. So if you do it any earlier than when the stream starts, you run the risk of me just literally not being able to see it. And I don't even know how I'm gonna have to be able to scroll up and check that out later, but please wait until the stream starts.
You can, as soon as you see the animation of me by the light post and stuff, you can start sending it then. But yeah. Before then, we're just not gonna see it.
Right, my capture doesn't catch it, so hopefully maybe I can find some other ones if there were other ones before then. But just be aware, okay? Please watch the length of your questions. The longer it is, the faster I have to read it, and the more likely it is we have to repeat it, and then that's that, all that jazz. So make short and to the point is better. If you have to split your questions up into multiple parts, please limit it to 3 at the very least, okay? No spoilers for the latest and greatest movies out there, as well as Doug is playing Final Fantasy VII right now. No spoilers for that, okay? Shh.
I'm surprised they don't know what happens in it, so
yeah. Don't be that person. Don't be that guy. Please don't repeat yourself over and over again in chat. You can get timed out or even banned if you're going to continuously do it. I feel like that's it.
Yeah, maybe check. I was gonna say maybe check, see if your question's been asked, but there's so damn many. I guess that'd be pretty tricky.
And also across 2 platforms, so
that's pretty tricky. Yeah, I guess we can probably just axe that one up. We get asked again, we'll answer it again.
Right. All right, cool beans. Let's hop on to it then.
Yeah.
Tyler, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you ever seen A24's Beau is Afraid? It's a 3-hour dark comedy / surreal horror amongst other genres and seems right up your alley of weird.
Not yet. I hear it's crazy divisive, which I love seeing films that are crazy divisive. And 90% of the time I'm usually right in the middle. But every once in a while I either love it or hate it. So yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I mean, just finding the time to watch it is 3 hours. That's a bit. But I do want to see it because I like that director's other stuff.
At Movies, thank you for the 500 bits. Fun fact about the Snyder Cut. 3 of the actors previously appeared in the first Spider-Man movie together. Willem Dafoe plays Green Goblin, and Vulko, J.K. Simmons, plays J. Jonah Jameson and Commissioner Gordon, and Joe Manganiello plays Flash Thompson and Deathstroke.
Oh, that I didn't know. Okay, that last one I didn't know. That's kind of neat.
Alexander, thank you for the 500 bits. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, I will say that Dan Aykroyd stole the show. He was charming, full of heart, and enthusiastic as ever. It was at least nice to see him given more room to shine. Can we maybe expect a review soon?
I have to. That's another one I gotta find time to see. I'd be lying if I said I want to rush out and see it in theaters. I might just wait for streaming because everyone's like, just wait for streaming. But I'll see.
Theater grad, thank you for the 500 bits. I absolutely love your art collection. I find myself trying to zoom in on all of the art in your office. Any new favorite art pieces in your collection?
I guess it's a little hard. I got this Goliath one at the last con we were at. I think that's pretty cool. That Joker one's amazing, and that's by the guy who did like designs for like not BioShock. What the hell is it called? Pacific Rim, and just a whole bunch of movies and everything. And I've always been waiting for like a perfect Joker drawing, and like that's it, man. That's like my favorite Joker drawing. So yeah, I was very happy with that one.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In Futurama, what did you think of the joke of everyone, especially Hermes, hating Zoidberg?
I think that's fun. Who's the character from Parks and Rec that everyone just hates?
Jerry.
Wait, Jerry? Yeah. I mean, Zoidberg, there's a little bit of a reason, but not a ton. But yeah, I'm a sucker for everyone just hating one character pretty much for no reason. I don't know. It's so mean and pointless, but I kind of love it.
Alexander, thank you for the 500 bits. What's your favorite Bill Murray performance in a Wes Anderson movie? Personally, I think one of his more underrated roles is in Moonrise Kingdom. I love when his wife asks if he's concerned about their daughter having run away, and he replies, "That's a loaded question."
Yeah, that one's pretty good. I really like him in Royal Tenenbaums. He has the line that it's funny because I can tell you the punchline and it won't ruin anything. You have to just see the movie. But Rob and I both just howl at the line where he just says, "She smokes." That is so funny. And if you hear it, that's not funny. But if you see the movie and you get to that scene, it's easily the funniest scene in the movie. And I don't know. I like him sort of working with that kid and being intrigued by, his answers and everything like that. And he's like delighted by them and he's so fascinated by them. Yeah, I really like his role in that one.
Haunted Joker, thank you for the 500 bits. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman! The guy who thought it was a bird. Why was he so excited? Had he never seen a bird before?
I mean, that's kind of the joke we were doing before, just like, why would anyone shout, "A plane!" Kind of thing. That's why we had Tamer going, "I'm not looking enough for either of those things. Like, that's not exciting."
Author, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey, Doug and Heather, hope you're doing well. These will be my last bits for a while, but I have an abscess tooth. No, that's the worst.
Ooh.
That'll need root canal next week, and my mom's getting knee replacement surgery tomorrow, so would appreciate your thoughts and prayers right now.
Oh my God, here's my heart, all my thoughts, all my good mojo, good wishes, all that stuff. Man, that sucks. I am so sorry about that, man. All our best to you. Good luck with all that.
Alexander, thank you for the 500 bits. If you had to pick one moment from the original Ghostbusters as the absolute funniest, what would it be?
Man, just trying to go through the whole movie here. I don't know. God, that's so rough. I feel like it's gotta be. It's so rough. Like every time I get one, I'm like, no, but that one's funnier. That one's funnier. That one's funnier. It's so difficult. Everyone I think of, I can't do it. The whole thing is just one giant perfect joke, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. But maybe I'll think of it later. But yeah, I don't think I can do it right now. It's so weird. I don't have the capacity right now for some reason.
At Movies, thank you for the 500 bits. I heard rumors that since X-Men 97 is doing so well, Marvel may or may not revive some of their other 90s cartoons. Thoughts on this?
If they get Spectacular Spider-Man going, I'd be down for that. That's the one I really want to see a continuation of. All the others, I mean, like, I'm sure are fine for what they were at the time and stuff. But I mean, like, X-Men was a very unique show, and so was Batman. I feel like Spectacular Spider-Man was too, and it has a following, and it's not finished. X-Men finished. I mean, the fact they want to keep it going, it's working out great. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the one they should return to, and the people are still around and everything. Like, you can keep that show going. I think there's a demand for it. That's the one I really want to see. Oh,
Alex,
okay. I know the line. Ray, when someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. That's the line. I love that line.
Alex loves musicals. Thank you for the 500 bits. Happy Wednesday. What did you guys think of the Beetlejuice teaser? I hope Tim Burton knocks it out of the park.
You know, I hate to say it, it did look kind of good. Keaton weirdly looks pretty good back in the makeup. He doesn't look weird. And everyone actually looks really good. Ryder looks great. O'Hara looks great.
So good.
Jones is weirdly absent. I can't imagine. I wonder whose funeral that is. Yeah, I mean, it's only a teaser. They didn't show much, but it got me excited. It actually got me a little excited. So we'll see. And Rob was telling me that Burton wanted to return to just good old fashioned like stop motion. Like he didn't want to do much CG in this one, and it's like I'd love to see that too. So I don't know. Maybe it's like a blessing in disguise. We'll see. I'm really blurry. Sorry.
Alexander, thank you for the 500 bits. What is your favorite parody in The Simpsons? For me, it might be their spoof of I'm Just a Bill titled I'm an Amendment to Be. I thought it was pretty cool how they brought back the original voice actor to sing it.
Oh, that I didn't know, but that makes sense. It did sound just like him. You know the famous meme of Homer stepping backwards into the bushes. I don't know how many people put together, because later there's a T-1000 parody where he's chasing the car. I don't think people catch on that's supposed to be the T-1000 going through the bars, because he comes out of the bushes very creepily. Hi, Flanders, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we're good, Homer. Oh, okay. And then he steps back in. I mean, I am 90% sure it's supposed to be a parody of Terminator 2. And it was so popular that, yeah, it kind of took on a life of its own. That's my take. I could be wrong, but another parody of it follows right after. So I feel like that's not a coincidence.
Ryan Song, thank you for the $5 super chat. 1, are you going to watch the next Sardonicast? The movie is Moulin Rouge, and YMS gave it a 1 out of 10. 2, have you seen Shafrillis Productions? 3, NC on Parasite. I guess I did forget to say, please limit it 1 question per,
yes, that's
per
true.
message.
I don't think I could get much on... I mean, Parasite's very good. I don't think I could add much to it. I know that I can never say the name Sharp. How do you say Sharp?
I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
Shafrillis? Yeah,
Shafrillis?
I've seen a little bit of it, and I do like it. I think that's good stuff. And then the first one I have not seen. I haven't even heard of it, so I will try to check it out.
Noah Zinner, thank you for the $10 super chat. Doug, a new trailer for the Spiderwick Chronicles show was just released. At first, it didn't hook me, but now I'm more optimistic. Would you make an NC for the Nickelodeon movie by them, please?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll look up when that comes out, because I haven't seen the original. And I think it has a little bit of a follow, so that makes sense to check out.
Kraut Cat, thank you for the $5 super chat. Teach me how to Dougie?
You just look like this and act like a jackass. Now you're Dougie.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. Ever hear of an old Nickelodeon show that got canceled called Space Cases?
I think I've heard of it. I've never seen it. Like, if you had to show me a picture of it, I wouldn't recognize it. But I know I've heard that name before.
Rico, thank you for that 9-month subscription. Welcome back. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
At Movies, thank you for the 500 bits. Get this. The co-director of Kung Fu Panda originally wanted the movie to be more serious like the other ones, but the lead director completely butchered her version because he wanted to get it done fast and cheap. He also thought making it shorter would make it less boring for kids. Now I hate that movie's guts.
They gotta be talking about the fourth one. Right?
Yeah, isn't that what I said? Kung Fu Panda 4?
I just heard Kung Fu Panda.
Okay. If I meant to read 4, I apologize.
Yeah, I mean, and that's honestly what it feels like. I think the movie's fine for kids. And you know, sometimes you have to judge it by what it is. I clearly like the other 3 films much more. I think they're very impressive films. They're very smart. But I can't act like there's no philosophy in it. There's no character in it. There's no decent, there's no heartfelt moments. There's no good joke. There are. And for me, they were just enough to say it's passable. But clearly it doesn't hold a candle to the other 3.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Who do you think is the better Aunt May, Deborah Strang in Spectacular, or Nancy Linari in the video game?
I'll say the video game. actually. They're both very good. They're about how I imagine Aunt May, but
I was
without going to
chosen
spoilers,
today.
the game knew how to tug at the heartstrings a little bit more.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. What was your favorite Nickelodeon show back in the 2000s, like Drake and Josh or other shows?
I did. People keep asking me about that documentary, and I haven't seen it because I didn't grow up with those shows. Like the latest is maybe All That, and I saw like a handful of Hey Arnold, but yeah, that's all past my time. So yeah, I didn't really grow up with it then. I'm so sorry.
Nate, thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate
you.
that. Doug, I must say that after hearing how you really didn't like the TV show Lunatics Unleashed, I gave it an honest watch and it actually really good. I think it could warrant an NC Raiders of the Story arc.
I haven't done one of those in a while just because they take a little bit of time, but it would be interesting to talk about because it's not as bad as you would imagine. But I didn't think it was very good. I mean, I really am someone I just cannot separate the idea from the stuff. Like if you told me this had nothing to do with Looney Tunes and they were designed a little differently, whatever, it'd probably be passable, you know, not great, but passable. But it's like, I can't. All I can see is the Looney Tunes trying to be gritty and modern and extreme and sad. It's just, yeah, it's not for me.
Chase, thank you for the $10 super chat. You think Will Smith fish is ugly? I'll pay $20 to see you react to the 20-second Jim Carrey fish test clip right now. Think semen fish game with early Shrek CGI. Daddy, would you like some nightmares?
Jim Carrey fish
Test.
No.
A
Fish
test.
test. Oh my god. Is that real? Oh my god. It's bad, y'all.
Amazing.
It's really bad.
I love
Oh god, this looks like a fake. Again, it looks like a fake movie. It looks like a fake. This can't be real, but of course it's real. It has to be real because Hollywood.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. What did you think of the movie World Trade Center? Would you ever do a review?
Yeah, there's a lot less I can get out of that. I saw it when it came out. I haven't seen it since, but I remember liking it. I don't remember loving it, but I mean, it's a very interesting story. And man, just crazy to think they got out of there okay and everything. So yeah, no, and for Oliver Stone to not bring in any conspiracies or anything involving the World Trade Center, that's impressive.
Victory, thank you for the $5 super chat. A crazy guy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Doug, I've been a fan since 2011. My favorite director is David Lynch. Which of his movies did you enjoy? Do you have a favorite of his?
God, I really do like his stuff. I'm trying to think of like what's the one that I'm like, man, that's my favorite. I do like Eraserhead quite a bit. I never did see Blue Velvet. I always have it on my queue, but I haven't seen it yet. Straight Story kind of changed the way I look at movies. Now I very rarely walk out of a film. I try my best to watch it till the end. It has to be especially bad for me to walk out of it because there are, especially ones that are trying something a little different, is one where I'm just like, okay, because literally the last minute of that movie completely changed the rest of the film. I've never seen that before. So that might be, which one would I rather watch? I'd probably rather watch Eraserhead, but like I said, a simple story. It really did change the way I look at what you can do with film.
Nate, thank you for the $10 super chat. Today. Doug, what do you hate more, a poorly written mystery that's predictable or a well-written mystery that ends poorly with an awful payoff or just makes no sense?
But if it's a well-written mystery, wouldn't the payoff be good? No, you know what? I know what you're talking about, where you're really curious what's going on, and then it doesn't deliver on the goods. I see what you're saying, like a Stephen King story or something like that, like Langoliers or something. I don't know. And what's the first one again? A poorly written mystery
that's predictable.
That's predictable.
So they were asking which would you rather. Which you hate more? Yeah, okay.
I guess if there's other things to the poorly written mystery, like if it's funny or has good character or something like that, I don't mind. Roger Rabbit is not a particularly hard film to figure out, but everything else about it is amazing. So I guess I'll say I prefer that.
Kevin, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Heather. Hey, Doug. I imagine you two have some problems with the Justice League movie. What if you two were its directors?
Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of times where I'll talk about things that are wrong with the movie, but I would not want to be the director. I'm not always acting like I have the solutions. I can just say how to possibly fix what we got, but in terms of starting from scratch and everything, I don't know. Especially with what was created from Snyder and that team. That's just not how I see those heroes. But like I said, with the Snyder cut, they showed what it was all working up to, and it was something that was good and interesting, kind of intriguing, like I haven't really seen in superhero movies. So I don't know what I would do, because you'd have to start from the very beginning with it. And I mean, as bad as the Whedon cut is, I don't envy what he had to do, because he has a completely different style, and I'm sure they're like, look, just make this like Marvel, man. Just make it like you did Avengers and give us another Avengers. And that's what he tried to do, but it's just a completely different style. So yeah, I don't know how I would change it up.
Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 500 bits. What are your thoughts about the DC character known as Lobo?
Oh, I love Lobo, man. You kidding? I mean, like, where do you think like a good chunk of the Devil Boner character comes from? I love the characters with the messed up hair and just are violent as hell, but have like something to them that you still want to follow them. They're kind of bad. They're not even bad guys. They just kind of do whatever they want. And they're kind of like rock stars at the same time. I love it. I'm a sucker for that kind of character.
At Movies, thank you for the 500 bits. Here's an idea for March next year, Sherlock Month, where you can review the Basil Rathbone version, then Young Sherlock Holmes, then the Robert Downey Jr. version, and end it with Enola Holmes. It doesn't have to be those exact ones, though.
Nobody's gonna watch that. I'll be honest too. I have a lot of respect for Sherlock Holmes. I don't get that into the stories and movies, even though they're very good. I'm not saying they're. I mean, they're literally classics, but yeah, for whatever reason, they don't grab me that much. I'm not sure why. Probably the one I like the most is the one that had what's the name? Nicole Williamson, I think. Where he's battling like his drug addiction and stuff like that. Like that was really intriguing. Like that was really showing a vulnerable spot of him we don't usually see.
Rico, thank you for the 500 bits. I've just started playing Final Fantasy Rebirth. Doug, if you think Remake looks beautiful, wait till you see Rebirth. OMG.
Oh, I'm excited. Yeah. I'm enjoying Remake quite a bit. I definitely I can't see myself not wanting to go through, all of 7, all the games. So yeah, I'm down for it.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. What do you think of Remy from Ratatouille?
He's fine. He's not like my favorite part of the movie. But he's a good character. I mean, he makes the film work.
Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you seen Logan's Run 1976? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Years ago, like I was pretty young. I saw that in Rollerball back to back, which is actually a great double feature. I remember liking it. It's definitely of its time, but that's kind of what's fun about it too. It's a cool idea also. But I literally haven't seen it since I was a kid. So yeah, I don't know how well it holds up.
Oi, Ram, thank you for the 500 bits. I remember you saying you thought Peach using emotions as a power in one game was weird or sexist, but someone made a good point that Hulk technically uses emotions as a power. Why is it sexist for Peach, but not for Hulk? If I may take this one as a lady, in general, because women are stereotyped as having a lot of emotions, so it kind of feels like it's just playing into that stereotype of like, what power can we give the girl? I don't know. Girls are really angry and sad all the time. Let's give her those powers. If they gave her more before that, she had more of an identity outside of literally a damsel in distress. I mean, this is like her first game that she's finally gonna go out, and have an adventure, and crying is her weapon. Like, that feels weird. To me, that doesn't feel right. If there were other games with her, if they did more with her, it maybe it'd be all right. But it felt off to me. It didn't feel right. Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you read Watchmen by Alan Moore and Dave Gibson? And if so, what are your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I like it. I will say this. When I read it, I liked it, but I didn't really get what the big deal was, like why it was so revolutionary and everything. And I read it years later. So it was after that book already had a big impact on comics and already inspired stories similar to that. So now looking back and realizing, oh yeah, like stories like this didn't really dive this deep, didn't really talk about these things, didn't really it really went beyond a surface level and really went to, man, what if heroes like really did exist? Like how much would it really kind of fuck up the world, kind of thing. We always see them as like, man, wouldn't it be great if heroes were around, but it would really, really, it would cause a lot of problems as well, and a lot of, just dilemmas that we could probably never get to the bottom of, and never fully figure out. And that's one of the reasons I like X-Men as well. So yeah, no, it's very well done, but it took me a minute to figure out why it was so well done, because it already impacted so many other things when I read it.
Jace, thank you for the $20 super chat. To sum up my 3 messages, Glass Ceiling, aka Madam Web, would have been made in 2015 but rejected, so Ghostbusters 3 was hijacked and made female reboot. Despite that film bombing, they still made Madam Web. Use info in your review.
That's a mouthful. I definitely have to look at the history of it. But at the same time, I think the movie kind of speaks for its own. I think just what it has to deliver, is funny enough. I don't think I need to. I'll go a little bit into the history of it, but I don't think I need to like dive too much into it. But somebody else doing a video on that, like the history, really on any of these Sony films, I feel like the history of them would be interesting. So somebody else doing a video on that would be good. But I'm gonna review it.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 500 bits. Hello, Doug Walker's Justice League. How are you? My only comment/question today is this. You know those simple things that can just make your day? Well, that happened to me today. The Iron Claw, my favorite movie of 2023, finally released on Blu-ray, and I picked it up. Have you seen it?
Not yet. I do have it. Where's it queued up? It's queued up somewhere. Let me, because I haven't. When you like go through like, what you have to stream and everything, and it's like you see the stuff that's queued up. It's like, oh, get to that later. Get to that later. I haven't seen Iron Claw on there, and I'm like, wait, where is that showing? So that reminded me to check it out because I've heard really good things about it.
Jace, thank you for the $5 super chat. Super meta idea, list of top 11 best top 11s and list of top 11 worst top 11s. I looked and you've done over 50, so more than plenty to choose from.
Man, that's a lot to watch though, too. I don't have a great memory of my own videos, so yeah, it's probably not good. Maybe somebody else could do the list. Look at more objectively than I could. Yeah.
That Disney Nerd is saying that Iron Claw is on Prime, by the way.
Prime, okay. Maybe I thought I had on my queue, but maybe it's just too far down the line. Well, remind me to check it out again.
Jace, thank you for the $10 super chat. I know you have little interest in Twisters, but I beg you reconsider. You could do a bit comparison to the OG, which, by the way, was actually the first USA film released to DVD when my little bro was born, March 1997.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Honestly, it's not a bad film to release to DVD with like the sound in it. Actually, I remember when Siskel and Ebert were talking about like, doing the comparison of Laserdisc and DVD. They were showing us side by side. That was the movie they used. So I guess that does make sense. I'll go see it. I mean, the first one is just kind of so crazy. I feel like it'd be weird not to check it out. So I'll give it a watch.
Kevin, thank you for the $5 super chat. Doug, I suggest you start showing your playthroughs on YouTube as well as Twitch.
We started double streaming, but then we couldn't swear on it, which it just, yeah, I don't know how that's gonna play out then. So it's like, well, do we show them? Do we not? We talked about like editing them together, but now that YouTube won't allow swear, and there's a lot of swearing in those. I mean, like I said, before YouTube passed that stupid rule. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll get back to you on it.
Nate, thank you for the $5 super chat. Similar to how Batman the Animated Series defined a generation, Ben 10 was my Batman. Would you ever consider giving Ben 10 a review?
I love to watch it. I hear it's very, very good. It's just a time issue. And there's a lot of Ben 10s, aren't there? Aren't there like a lot of spin-off shows and stuff like that too? So yeah, I just feel like I'm not gonna have the time. I started to watch Static Shock, but then other things got in the way, and I was really enjoying that. So it's like, yeah, there's so many shows I want to see, but not enough hours in the day.
Jace, thank you for the $5 super chat. Ready to have your mind blown? The kid actor you were praising at the beginning of X-Men: The Last Stand was Caden Boyd from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh yeah, yeah, that does make sense. Okay, yeah, huh. My mind is a little blown. Well done.
At Movies, thank you for the 500 bits. Besides Madagascar 3, what are some examples of stories that you think did the liar revealed trope correctly?
I guess I did. They said aside from Madagascar, right?
Correct.
All right. Hmm. Hmm. I know there's others. I know there's others.
No,
Just
they exist.
yeah, and like even ones where I'm like, it's really good. How to Train Your Dragon is pretty well done. I know I've talked about them like in Disney Decembers and Dreamworks and everything, but that's the only one I can think of right now. I'm so sorry.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 500 bits. Hello, Doug and Heather. Great theme month this year. So, two quick questions. Is it poorly aged because commercials or Wish? Also, will you do another TV program special this year, say like Adult Swim or Cartoon Network?
So it was going to be Wish, but two things happened. One, the fatigue got me really bad. I'm like, I'm sorry, I got to cancel the shoot. But then it turned out Wish wasn't released. They pushed back when the release of Wish was going to come out on Disney Plus and Blu-ray. So it worked in our favor. So I shot the review that way. And I'm like, well, now I'm going to put something else in there. Well, I'll make it look like I'm going to talk about Wish and then surprise them with the poorly aged top 11. So yes, that is going to be the next one, the Bill Cosby one.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you seen the Sherlock Holmes comedies, The Private Eyes and Without a Clue? If you have, what do you think?
I might have seen The Private Eyes. Hold on. Private Eyes movie. Yes, I have seen that. I remember liking that, but that's another one where I saw when I was very, very young. I don't know what I think of it now. The other one I haven't seen.
Noah Zinner, thank you for the 500 bits. Doug, a YouTube channel called The Closer Look made an ingenious video about why people hate James Cameron's Avatar. Check it out. It blew my mind. Plus, there's a clip of you in it. Not joking.
Oh, nice. Maybe I'll check that out.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In the Spider-Man games, what did you think of Martin Lee?
Is that the guy
Negative
who's like,
Man.
okay.
Yeah, he's got the black and white powers and.
I thought he was good. I thought he especially even though you could kind of see where it was going. I like what they did with him in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Again, not surprised, but it's still done well, you know. And if it still sucks me in, I feel like kind of matches the character and everything. I dig it. So yeah, and I thought he was pretty good. Out of the many villains in the first one, I thought he was a pretty good foil.
Case, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thanks to your video about movies you hate that everybody else loves, I am proud to say that I despised Aliens, and I'm a huge fan of the first film.
You know, I love that film. I bet I can see why, though, because Aliens does become more of an action flick. It kind of takes out the suspense. Like, it is there, but it really does transition from absolute horror to what's in the shadows and stuff to just, yeah, that's in there, but at some point it just becomes action, shooting aliens and stuff like that. I can see why you wouldn't dig that. I really like it. I think that kind of made sense to go that route. But with that said, they all kind of become that afterwards, don't they?
Masked Hoodie, thank you for the $9 super chat. I'm come to ask, which do you prefer, The Boys or Invincible?
I need them to finish up because I have a little concern about The Boys. Their commentary is starting to get a little sloppy. Like, it's not there yet. It was still good, but I do have some concerns about that. Where Invincible's pretty solid right now. Like, I don't really have that many problems with it. So I guess as of now, Invincible. But I mean, I gotta see where the shows go. I have to see what they do with it.
I was frozen
Juliana,
today.
thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey guys, been a long-time fan, and I met Doug in Philly at a con 2 years ago. Would you do an April Fool's review where everyone else covers a movie without Doug?
We did. What did we do years ago when we had like Ask That Guy and Bum Reviews and stuff like that? We had everybody switch places where NC did like an Ask That Guy and Chester, I think, did like a Nostalgia Critic and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. And then Brad on April Fools, he did a like a lost demo reel episode kind of thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think we. Yeah, it doesn't fall on a Wednesday this year. So, I don't know. And I don't think there's time to do one now. So not this year.
Vintage Gaming, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hello, Doug. Love the NC vids. I've seen the Rocket Man 1997, and is it review worthy?
I'll probably do a Disney December on it because I always have that. I think I have that on the list, but I have to double check. I always have it on the list, and it always gets bumped. And and I want to see it because I actually do like that comedian. I've heard very mixed things about it, so I'm curious to check it out.
Jace, thank you for the $5 super chat. What first viewings do
I
you
was
wish you and
frozen
Rob were
today.
drunk for? And what is Rob's favorite dress up character? Santa Christ, Del Toro, Ralph Bakshi, or Joe Moore?
I think Bakshi. He says he we both love that director. I think he loves playing him. He just loves
I
how
was
raw and
frozen
crazy,
today.
yeah, but legit talented he is too. And what's the first part? I'm sorry.
Which first viewings do you wish you were drunk for?
Which I was drunk for. Man, I don't know. We every once in a while we'll do one where we'll just be like, "There's no material for this," and I just won't edit it because we just would stare at it blankly. And I can't remember what it was. Even though we weren't filming, maybe Cat in the Hat because that was really hard to get through.
Stardust, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Doug, I've always wondered how you've met Malcolm and Tamra because they've been great on the channel.
Oh, audition. We did audition for Demo Reel. Also, how we met Heather. We did an audition for Demo Reel, and originally it was Malcolm and Rachel. But Tamara was like a close second. And when Rachel was going off to California, we're just like, well, let's do Tamara. I mean, that was perfect. And they were friends too and everything. And they still are friends. So, yeah, it just made sense to pick her.
Ooh, Jeremiah, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you watched the Netflix movie Spaceman?
Yes. It's not good, but man, it really tries. It's very ambitious, and I hate that it doesn't work because I want it to work. But I think the fact that they do not show the couple as they were before he goes into space, and they just kind of talk about each other, doesn't give us a feel for that couple and why this is romantic and why their love, will reach across galaxy and all that stuff, or the breakup is so painful. I mean, they just talk about each other, and I feel like we need to really see them together, or else we don't get that much of a connection with them.
At Movies, thank you for the 500 bits. NC for Speed. You've ripped apart Jan de Bond's crappy work in the past, so why not talk about his one good movie also turns 30 this year?
That'd be an idea. I haven't seen that movie in a while. Okay, I'll look into that.
Rico, thank you so much for gifting those 5 subs. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Christopher, thank you for the $6 super chat. How do you feel about the constant delays of Beyond the Spider-Verse? Did you know it was originally to come out this month? Your thoughts?
I mean, my thought is that those movies are amazing. They can take as long as they need, in my opinion, because they keep turning out really quality work.
Nate's, thank you for the $10 super chat. Did you know that Kevin Conroy was in Ben 10 Alien Force? He was one of the 2 voices needed to control Ben's most powerful alien, Alien X. He was the voice of rage and aggression. Very fitting.
So cool. I have never seen the show, so that means very little to me, but from people that watch the show, that means a lot. So awesome.
Unheard Sirens, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey Doug, thoughts on Space Dandy? I would love if you covered it on Adult Swim vid or in a Toonami Part 2.
Space Dandy?
Yes, I believe it's an anime.
Oh, I never even heard of this. Yeah, I never heard of it. I guess I'll try to give it a look.
Tony, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey Doug, fans since 2008, would you review 2004 iRobot? It's been 20 years and 2035 is closer than we think.
Yeah, that probably do. I remember it mostly being boring, but again, it's all these films I'm kind of like, yeah, people would be looking back on that now, wouldn't they? And thinking about it again. Yeah, might do that.
Kiverdom, thank you for the $5 super chat. Is the Garbage Pail Kids movie still the worst film you've ever seen?
Yeah, it still is. Nothing's dethroned it.
Justin, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hi, Doug. Do you still need ideas for Disney-cember? I'd love to see you do the Disney Channel sitcom That's So Raven, Zack and Cody, and Hannah Montana.
No, it's actually quite the opposite. We have so many avenues we could go with it. I'm still trying to figure out, okay, well, what's the next one that I add here? I'm leaning towards Miramax, but I haven't picked it yet. There's still quite a few others that I could pick.
Darth, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Doug, recovering from surgery as I watch. Any chance of NC reviews of DreamWorks flicks like Rise of the Guardians and How to Train Your Dragon?
Well, I hope you recover well. I hope that keeps going well. And maybe I've talked about maybe doing Rise of the Guardians for like an Easter review, but I mean, this year it's in March. So I don't know if that would make sense, but maybe a following year. Yeah.
Ram, thank you for the 500 bits. I heard one woman named Axel Lazuli say she was bullied for trying to play Super Princess Peach, teasing her by saying she's standing by sexism for playing the game, but Axel thought later that it seems more like the bully is forcing women to hold back emotions.
All right, that's dumb. If a kid wants to play the game, let him play the game. I don't know. I don't think it's so problematic that like a kid's gonna see it and have it like, damage their image or something like that. Well, because like you said too, somebody could interpret it that way. It was teaching a kid to show their emotions or something like that. I just wish it wasn't done with that character. And there's plenty of, I mean, you could say the same thing with like Elsa or Akira or something like that. Like their powers are tied to their emotions and stuff. It's the fact that they're using a character who's already a stereotype and they are kind of playing into another stereotype on her first outing. So no, I'm not against the idea of the emotions being attached to the powers. I actually usually really like that because it's a good visual representation of what people are going through. But I think doing it with that character is a mistake. I think bullying a kid for playing that's pretty dumb.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. Ever watched Talkville with Tom Wellington and Michael Rosenbaum? Can't spell his name. They're rewatching Smallville and talking about each episode.
Oh, okay. No, and I haven't seen Smallville either. That's another one I hear is really, really good, but I've never had a chance to check it out.
Dev the Wiser, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you seen Lolita 1962? And if so, your thoughts?
Yeah. I remember liking it. It's not like one of my favorite Kubrick movies, but I mean, it was shocking and risque for that time. I don't know. Actually, it might still be the more I think about it nowadays. But yeah, no, I remember it being a good flick.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In the Muppets, do you have any favorite moments involving Scooter? He's one of my favorite Muppets.
Trying to think. I like Scooter too, but I'm trying to think like what's a Scooter moment? Like right. I don't know. I don't know. I guess the part where he like says like marker and he has his fingers in the marker. I don't know why that made me laugh. I don't know. He's just so laid back. You don't get big laughs out of him. You get him because he's like the chill guy.
Ooh, Jeremiah, thank you for the 500 bits. Can I just say your Bob Ross impression from the Ghostbusters 2 review was hilarious?
Oh, that's a nice, happy little thank you. Thank you.
John Bondi, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thoughts on The Dragon Prince on Netflix?
I haven't seen it. I know it's the people that worked on Avatar who worked on it. I haven't seen it. I'd be lying if I said the animation style didn't really turn me off. I'm just not a fan of that style. But I think I heard it's pretty good, so I wouldn't mind checking it out.
Jace, thank you for the $20 super chat. Your favorite Hell of a Boss songs: Stolas's You Will Be Okay is touching and sweet. Vacay to Bone Town by Verosica, aka Christina V, has some smooth beats. And Cotton Candy by Beelzebub, aka Kesha, no really, it's her, is a dance club banger.
I'm trying to think. I'm like going through the song moments in my head. I'm trying to think which ones like really, really stood out to me. I can't remember one. It's not even like really that emotional a song, but there's one where they're at some sort of rave or something. It's almost like this, I don't know, like a honeycomb rave or something like that. And this person swinging around singing this song. I just remember the song like just had a good beat to it and just good, a good vibe or something. I don't know. I remember digging that. Like I was kind of boxing while watching. It was a fun song to box to. You know what I mean? So yeah, whichever one that one was.
Ooh, Jeremiah, thank you for the 500 bits. What do you think of the Garfield trailer?
I thought it looked lame. I don't know. I feel like they're losing more and more like the heart and soul of what the character is. And not that like Garfield's like an important character or anything or a particularly deep character, but I think people just say, he's just for kids now. Yeah, it's just a kid thing, whatever. And they kind of just glance over it. But I'm like, I don't know. He's not a deep character, but we all found something relatable to him in the 80s. There was that joy of laziness and joy of cynicism and being a smart character. He's very smart and funny with his cynicism and his sense of humor. That's just not there. I don't feel Chris Pratt is really getting the voice of that character either. So looks bad. Could be wrong. They're just trailers.
Declan, thank you for the 10-pound super chat. First-time viewer, long-time listener. Have you ever considered redoing or re-reviewing films you've already done on NC?
Like some of the early ones, because they're so short, and there are some that, I wouldn't mind expanding more on. But those are the ones. I mean, and there's definitely ones where I'm like, man, I could have done that better. Man, I didn't get this across well and stuff like that. But I'm also kind of like, I can't redo, like a ton of them really. They'd have to be ones where I'm like, no, I really, really have a lot to say about this that I could not get out the first time, kind of thing. And that'd probably be like the early ones.
Nate's, thank you for the $10 super chat. You've mentioned how you didn't really like 2005's War of the Worlds, at least the climax anyway. I personally like it. Will it ever get a review for you to explain why you didn't like the movie?
Maybe I was originally gonna do an old versus new, but neither intrigued me that much. Like some of the destruction in the cruise one is pretty good, and again, the original does have some innovation to it, but I don't know. They don't really grab me as stories. But I do find myself enjoying doing reviews of stuff that I find to be passable or okay, and try to figure out why like these should have been really great. And that would be one that falls in that category. So maybe.
Rand C Gaming, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey Doug, can you please do a Disney-cember on the Oswald shorts? You can just review all of them in one video. Fun fact, 7 of them are lost to media.
Maybe I don't have a ton of interest in them. Like the history of the character is more interesting than the character himself and the shorts and stuff like that. Let me watch one all the way through the more I think about it. Because I'm saying that, but I'm like, have I ever seen one all the way through? No, I should probably give it a chance. So I'll at the very least watch them.
Jason, thank you for the $10 super chat. Behind the scenes question. I know you have origin story. How did you come up with the name and character of the Nostalgia Critic? Love what you do, and thank you for answering my question.
Oh, I was just going through a nostalgic phase, like I think a lot of people do, and are still are, I guess. I mean, look at our media; it's all nostalgia based. But and I like the idea of doing something, comedic and creating a character that was betrayed. That's something like Care Bears didn't hold up and stuff like that, and make him just a super bitter, angry character, and kind of a satire of critics that take themselves too seriously in some respect. And it just kind of went from there. I like talking about this stuff. I like using comedy to talk about it. Just kind of spiraled from that point.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. Spectacular Spider-Man was removed from Disney Plus to YouTube.
YouTube. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
That's a shame. Well, I guess people can just watch on YouTube, and they should. It's a good show.
John Bondi, thank you for the $5 super chat. Did you check out Red Letter Media's Space Cop yet?
No, thank you for letting me know that was even a thing, because I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds very, very funny. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to watch it, though. It's gonna be some time.
Jace, thank you for the $10 super chat. Since your review of the Dragon's Lair game, how do you feel about the film no longer being theatrical or animated, but a live-action film with Ryan Reynolds in production for Netflix?
I will say Don Bluth is okay with it. And if he's okay with it, I'm okay with it. And I think Ryan Reynolds is a good choice for that. It would be nice to see it animated, obviously, but if that's the route they're gonna go, it's good people behind it. Let's hope it turns out good.
Jimmy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey guys, love y'all. Who do you think is the greatest superhero ever? With all the great game shows, movies, I think Spider-Man took the title.
I mean, that is so vague and so subjective, because like, are we talking about the character? Are we talking about how much good media is behind them? Are we talking about personal thought on them? Are we talking about how the impact it had in the world and everything? I mean, I don't know. I need more specifics on that. I'm so sorry. I know it sounds like a cop out, but I really need to know, like, personally, or the impact it's had on people and how well it's written. I need to know more about it. I'm sorry. Batman. I'll say Batman.
Noah Zinner, thank you for the $5 super chat. Doug, how far are you into The Ghost and Molly McGee? Side note, National Hugging Day is a legit thing, and it's the perfect show for the occasion.
I took a break for a little bit because I would kind of watch it while walking, because again, I can't box right now. I'm trying to keep everything very mid with the fatigue, and I took a little break because I'm like, let me just walk. Let me just enjoy the air and the trees and stuff like that. I'm trying to think where did I leave off. I think the one where there's like the party. There's the party in like the ghost world going on. And I still like it. It's good. It's interesting that they're changing it to like one long story throughout the whole thing. I think that's what they did. See, I've already taken too much time away from it. I'll get back to watching it tomorrow.
Jace, thank you for the $10 super chat. Part 1 of 2. To clarify, Killer Clowns will be a multiplayer 3 By 7 clowns versus humans. It plays like and is made by the 2017 Friday the 13th game. Meticulously escape the clown area in time to find and kill humans.
Cool. Sounds cool.
Nate's, thank you for the $20 super chat. My first NC review was shown to me by my sister in middle school. That review was Gordy. My sister and I used to shout at each other, "Oh, Gordy! Thank you for all the years of laughs, Doug. You've been my hero for years."
Oh, bye, hero pig. However that weird smile went. Thank you so much.
Curtis, thank you for the $5 super chat. The ending of the review with the Bill Cosby joke, followed by Leto Joker saying, "Who's gonna give you a reach around?" had me dying.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, I guess those do sadly connect.
Jace, thank you for the $5 super chat. Part 2 of 2. I only call it a sequel because outside Spirit Halloween merch, we've never gotten anything else from brand. You could play the game one time and be done.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe. I mean, I've been hearing good buzz about it and everything, so maybe like around that might be a fun like tournament Tuesday or something to do at some point.
Could be. Strider for Life, thank you for the 500 bits. I just saw the new Ghostbusters and enjoyed it. It would have been funnier if the main villain was a certain Austrian bodybuilder delivering ice puns, and somebody rolls their eyes and says, "If this guy's power don't kill us, his jokes will."
Yes, I think everyone agrees a character from what's declared one of the worst movies of all time would have made that film better. Actually, I would have liked that.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In Spectacular Spider-Man, what did you think of Dr. Connors?
I liked him. Again, I like when they, and I feel like this is happening more and more, when they really let you know Connors really well before he turns into the Lizard. And that's like, it's hard to think of a version of Spider-Man where they don't do that. They're always really, really sympathetic to him, and I find that really interesting. Like, that for whatever reason, they never screw that up. It's like finding a bad Alfred in Batman. It's like there's no bad Alfreds for some reason.
Eagle Spangled, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hello, Doug. Will you review Hell of a Boss and add Madrano's characters to your wall? Also, would you review the Lego Batman movie or Flushed Away 2006?
I thought about doing like the Lego movies, just as one big compilation. So maybe I'll do that because I like those movies. Hell of a Boss, I don't know if I'll like. Again, I feel like everything. Well, and it's still going too, isn't it? It feels weird reviewing something that's not done yet, but I've done sometimes. Yeah, I haven't found that much art of those characters at cons. Weirdly, you'd think there'd be a lot more, but I haven't found a ton of them.
Jace, thank you for the $10 super chat. Remember people memed Pennywise running in first It trailer? I did the same for your Freddy Got Fingered first viewing. Go to 1757 and think Disney realizing they own this movie now. See what happens next.
Boy, maybe I missed that. Pennywise running? That was a meme? Why am I blanking on that? I thought I was all over the Pennywise memes, but maybe I'm not.
Jace, thank you for the $5 super chat. Do you ever have or plan to get a Patreon? As much as I love having my burning critic questions answered, paying $5 to $20 a pop is a bit costly and adds up fast.
I mean, we'll play around with it as like time goes. I mean, the reason we've jacked it up is because there's a lot of people that we've opened it up to YouTube. So we'll see how that goes. But
our YouTube membership program is very similar to a Patreon. So
I was gonna say that.
That's the content you're looking for. We have a higher membership tier where we do these live streams once a month with like only about 20 to 30 people. So
yeah, so I mean, we definitely have that. We advertise them at the beginning of the videos too. So yeah, that's basically our Patreon.
John Bondi, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thoughts on the Defenders/Netflix Marvel shows? Maybe do those and other MCU shows for Disney-cember.
I've thought about it. I'm so behind on them. That's the thing. But I guess that way, if I replace like all the shows with them, maybe that would make sense. But there's a lot of them too, or a lot of episodes. But no, it's a thought. We've talked about it. It's just, again, seeing if there's enough time to do it. Because I do like those shows, but I haven't seen all of them. And I like to.
The Music World, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Doug, I've been watching you since I was 12, 13, and I'm now 22. Wow, just realized how weird that sounds out loud. What are your thoughts on the rest of Cobra Kai?
Good. None of them have been as good as like that first season and a half. I feel like the first season, then half of the second season. And it's fine. It's going the route I feel like it inevitably had to go, the over the top kind of Dawson's Creek, silly, CW route. And they're doing it fun. They're having fun with it. And they're still keeping some drama to it as well. It works well enough, but man, nothing quite match that first season, or even, like I said, a good chunk of the second season.
Lenneth, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. Rancy Gaming, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Doug, can you please do a Disney December on the Swiss Family Robinson movie with the one with color?
Um, that's another one I don't know how many people would click on. And on top of that, I never got that into it. I saw it and it was fine, but it never really connected with me. So I just don't have that much interest in it.
Cody, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey
Yeah.
D, Desperation by Stephen King also has a strong religious plot. The main character is sent by God to fight an ancient evil in a desert town in reference to your review of The Stand.
Yeah, man. So I always heard about The Stand, but I never actually. I didn't read it because I don't have time to read a Bible, both figuratively and I guess literally, because it is very religious. But that shocked the hell out of me when I saw that. I'm like, oh, like this is Stephen King? Like this is like so not usually how he writes these themes and ideas, and it really, really surprised me. I mean, in a refreshing way. It was actually kind of nice to see. It was interesting. And yeah, knowing there's another one, that's also very interesting.
Ty, thank you for the $5 super chat. Overall thoughts on the Godzilla franchise in general, Japanese and American ones included, for the ones you have seen?
I mean, I nowhere have seen all of them. I know there's so many, but I've seen some of them. I've seen, a lot of the modern ones and stuff like that. I mean, I like them. It's so funny how that character, even though he's so different in so many of the films, somehow has a lot of personality. Like, with the exception of the '98 one, where you just go, no, that's not Godzilla. Like somehow you say that's not him. And somebody had an interesting point, saying maybe it's not as much the monster as much as the people reacting to the monster that kind of gives the creature its personality. And that would make sense for the '98 version because those people were so bad. They're so poorly written. So that's an interesting theory.
Brooks, thank you for the $2 super chat. Kraut Cats, thank you for the $10 super chat. This is such a great idea and setup. As a millennial who cut the cord a decade ago, NC has been like a weekly television show for me. I love being able to support like this.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you for watching for so long.
John Bondi, thank you for the $5 super chat. Did you ever watch Danny Phantom? If so, thoughts?
No, that's another one I know is very popular. It's supposed to be very, very good. And I just never had, it was past my time and I never had time to watch it anyway. But I hear it's very good.
Robert, thank you for the $5 super chat. And to boldly flee in your other skit-driven reviews, what's been the most challenging film or genre to critique while keeping the narrative engaging?
Well, thank you for thinking it's engaging. I don't know. I guess to boldly flee, because that was that took the longest to write. Kick-Assy was just so quick to write, and that's kind of what I liked about it. And I did kind of get pressure from a lot of people, and I want to do this too, but pressure to like make it more serious and epic, and really play with like character and stuff like that. And I knew one of these is going to hold up better, either the one that's just a selfish cartoon or one that really has some meaning to it. And the selfish cartoon is the one that holds up more, the Kick-Assy one. And but maybe over time that'll switch too. I don't know. But I'm glad I tried both, because I had a feeling one's going to hold up better than the other, and I didn't know which one.
Curtis, thank you for the $5 super chat. In your Superman 3 review, I was hoping you'd make a 1990s It joke, as the actress who played Lana was the same actress who plays older Beverly in It.
As soon as you said that, I put it together. Oh, I should have done a, why is he so mean? Oh, it was right there. Oh, I missed that. Missed opportunities, man.
Too bad Luigi time. Thank you for the £5 super chat. Will DreamWorksuary ever make a return?
I like it too. It's just a time issue. Like if I did, it'd have to be like after the NC's kaput, because I'd be coming off of Disney December and then going into DreamWorksuary, which is only a month apart, a month and a half, I guess, or I don't know what you call that. But I like those movies. I like talking about them. It was fun to do, but I'm older now. It takes more energy to do.
Nate's, thank you for the $20 super chat. Lunatics Unleashed was canceled due to parents hating the show, not viewers of the show or fans of Looney Tunes. No joke, the parents thought it was too dark, so for their second season, they went more comedic. It was okay.
Okay, when you said canceled, but they had a second season, so was it changed, or maybe they changed it and then maybe kids stopped watching it, so it was canceled? I'm not sure. Yeah, it always kind of sucks when that happens, when the parents come in, "Meh, meh, too dark, too blah, blah, blah," and I feel like that's really died down a lot because kids shows are just a lot more heavy and deal with a lot more heavy stuff, and I think that's a good thing. I think a lot more parents are okay with that, so that's nice to see.
Curtis, thank you for the $5 super chat. When is the Barbie review coming?
It'll be some time. It'll definitely be after Wish, and I do. It's been a pretty good week in terms of the fatigue. I want to be sure this is gone before I tackle it though, because I wouldn't mind bringing in like more of the Channel Awesome gang to sort of like discuss and everything. I like to, incorporate more of the people in there, and I need my mind all there to do it.
Mega, thank you for the $2 super chat. JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you watched any of the Disney animated movies like Jungle Book or Robin Hood with the Foxes on Disney Plus? What's your favorite Disney animated movie on Disney Plus?
I mean, yeah, I've seen like, Jungle Book, and I've done like Disney Decembers of them. I like them; they're good. I've even done Nostalgia Critics of them. And my favorite anime movie on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
I mean, I just unless, yeah, no, it's Fantasia. I guess I'm thinking about. I'm like, yeah, is that still my favorite like anime Disney? I think it might still be my favorite anime movie in general. Yeah, Fantasia.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In The Ghost and Molly McGee, are there any characters you don't like?
No. Oh, okay, so the new Ghost Hunter family that they introduced. I don't like the love interest. I think he's pretty bland. He's such a generic just love interest character, and I don't mind characters being love. It just, you got to make them a little bit more interesting. The main character is so interesting, and that's just, here's, the stud, here's the pretty person, here's the blah blah, and that's kind of it. I'm like, no, make them more interesting. As of now, I think he's pretty bland.
Brooks, thank you for the $5 super chat. I've been watching you and James Rolfe since 2008. What did you think of Godzilla Minus One?
Oh, I loved it. Oh my God. Everybody's right. It's phenomenal.
Heck yeah.
My wife, who has no interest in Godzilla whatsoever, I'm going to have her watch that movie because I think she would love it. It's just, you don't have to like Godzilla in order to like that movie. It's that good. Yeah, I absolutely loved it.
Mr. McNoobs, thank you for the $5 super chat. Frank Altman, thank you for the $5 super chat. What are your thoughts on the movie Seven?
I like it. Maybe because I kind of knew what it was going to be going in. I didn't quite get the surprise or shock or, the epic ending and everything that everybody was saying. That is one of the few. I'm usually pretty good at separating if something is spoiled for me. I'm good at kind of getting in a mindset where I can forget that it's going on, or even kind of know, oh, that's going on. Well, that kind of makes this even more interesting kind of thing. And that's one where knowing everything that happens going in, it did, I think, kind of ruin the film a little bit for me. But it was good. It was fine. But I don't think I got quite the huge, mind-blowing reaction that everyone else did, because I kind of knew a lot of the stuff going in.
Nate's, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you ever seen the dark Hanna-Barbera 90s cartoon SWAT Cats, which Ted Turner took off the air because the show was called too dark for kids? Fans still want it back to this day.
Really? Okay, so it's funny because I did a post with the new X-Men show that came out. There's a character, I still don't know this character's name, but there's like this female cat that they have in this pink suit, and the minute I discovered DeviantArt, this character was everywhere. And you can see why. So I always remember that design. I said, okay, well, I typed in and I didn't know if she was a secretary or like a congresswoman, but I didn't know what she was. It popped up. I'm like, oh, these two do look together. So I posted it. And then I did kind of say, yeah, what was this show? Because I think I remember seeing it on TV, but again, it was just a little past my time. I think it was like, cartoons, I don't want to watch that. And I guess it has a little bit of a following. Like you said, I didn't even know it was seen as dark. So that actually does make me want to check it out more.
Rave Blitz, thank you for the 500 bits. Hey Doug, big fan. If you want an amazing Star Wars game, play Jedi Outcast. It came out on PS4 and has some of the best lightsaber combat of any Star Wars game. It's better than Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor, in my opinion.
All right. Might be Outcast, is that what it's called?
Correct.
All right, no, might check it out.
Spike Bebop, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you heard of a game called Genshin Impact? It's similar to Avatar: The Last Airbender in how it's similar to our world. Yes, it's gacha, but it's still fun.
No, never even heard of it. I'll try to check it out.
What up, JD? Thank you for the $5 super chat. What do you hate more, Bat Credit Card or the Doug theme?
I mean, can I hate them both equally? Neither I have a particular hate for. Honestly, it was more just like a funny thing to react to. I mean, I was made fun of as a kid, with the Doug theme song, and when I did see the Bad Credit Card, my jaw did drop. But yeah, I've moved past that. I've moved past it. My eye only twitches a little bit when I hear either one.
Nate's, thank you for the $5 super chat. If Legends of Zelda was given a theatrical movie, what studio would you want to make it? Studio G for me personally.
I was gonna say, I mean, it is, isn't it? Isn't it getting an anime movie? Let's go crazy. Let's say A24. Let's get like a legend. Let's get like a legend style movie, but on fast forward, we don't have it on slow mo. It actually like kind of tells an interesting story, but kind of in that style. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Heather in Community, what is your favorite Troy and Abed moment? I have a terrible memory when it comes to media, and I cannot give you a specific moment. I'm sorry. I wish I could, but I have terrible memory. Rancy Gaming, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Doug, can you please do a Disney-cember on The Prince of Persia? It's supposed to be a movie adaptation of a game.
Yeah, I saw that when it came out. I don't, it's funny. I don't remember it being that bad. I bet it's pretty bad now. I might put that down, actually, because that'd be fun to compare. Or wait, did I? Did I do Disney December? I gotta double check.
Mr. Scooby, thank you for that 6-month subscription on Twitch. Welcome back. Are you ever going to do Once Upon a Time for Disney-cember? I'm surprised you haven't done it already, considering it had the first live-action Disney adaptations of animated movies in many cases, including Frozen.
I've heard... Rob really got into that show, and I've heard so many interesting things about it. It's another one, from what I've heard, I do want to check it out. I know it gets bad. I know it like really jumps the shark at some point, but but again, I hear like it does it just in such a batshit crazy way. It's kind of entertaining. But again, it's just a time thing. There's so many episodes of that show. I don't know when I would find the time.
Jared, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. Jace, thank you for the $5 super chat. I know your disdain of Dr. Seuss films, but have you ever seen the Green Eggs and Ham Netflix series? It's really good.
No, and I hear it's good. People have been asking me to see that for a while, and again, I've never had a chance to check it out, but I've heard that. I've heard it's pretty damn decent.
Oliver, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey guys, Doug, are you excited for the new Fantastic Four movie? It will be entirely set in the 60s. I hope you do a Nostalgia Critic on it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. Yeah. I'm down for that. And that's kind of a newer spin on the idea, too. Okay. Yeah. I'll get more excited the more I hear about it.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. In Yashahime, the main character is a bit stronger than Peach because she believes in morals and ideals and how others feel in the series as she discovers life, and there is a love story to check out.
I mean, which Peach are we talking about? We talking about the game? We talking about the newer movie? Are we talking about the live-action Mario movie that came out in the 90s? Yeah, you're probably right.
Kerbo, thank you for the 500 bits. If you're ever going to continue Freak Show Cinema, for the love of God, make an episode on Team America.
I mean, the stuff I would like to show in there to make jokes about, I don't know if YouTube would let me, but I gotta see that again, because that's another one where I feel like I've seen bits and pieces. I've seen it out of order, if that makes sense. And it's always like, yeah, this looks funny. Looks funny enough, I guess. I don't know. That's another one that never quite grabbed me, but I never sat down and watched the whole entire thing, so I probably should.
Megatunes, thank you for the $5 super chat. Will you do a review of The Day After Tomorrow?
That's another one I've never seen. What's the really crazy one? Everyone's like, was it 2012? Was that it? There was some sort of one that they did that everyone's just like, this is so bonkers. It's great. I can't remember what people say about Day After Tomorrow. I think I remember hearing it was kind of bland. I don't know, maybe it was. I'm not into that team's stuff, even to just kind of laugh at. I just don't get into their material. The same people do like Independence Day and everything.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Which John Glover character do you like more? The Riddler from Batman the Animated Series or Daniel Clamp from Gremlins 2, The New Batch?
Clamp. I love Clamp. I love the way he played it. I love how he was supposed to be kind of a bad guy, but then when he came in and he started performing, they made him more kind of like this little kid with big toys, and they worked with that a lot more. And yeah, no, I love that character. And he's a good Riddler, but yeah, I love Clamp.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the $5 super chat. Which version of Cyborg do you like more overall? The one from Doom Patrol or the one from Snyder Cut?
You know, I was thinking about that when reviewing Snyder Cut. I think I gotta go with Doom Patrol only because there's more time dedicated to him. But that's really the only reason. I feel like if there was a show with the Snyder Cut Cyborg, I probably like him more. And they're total opposites. I like one really talks a lot more and really kind of opens up. The other is so quiet and everything is done just all internally. And I love that. I love they're just so different.
Anthony, thank you for the $5 super chat. Doug, do you plan to do an NC review of Rebel Moon? Maybe you could do it when part 2 is released along with the extended cuts of part 1 and 2?
We try not to do movies that don't have Blu-rays of them because we literally have to get an illegal copy of it, which again, we could argue it's on streaming, it's a review, but man, it's trickier to do if there's not a hard copy of it. So we'll see. I still haven't seen it. I haven't heard that many great things about it, but sometimes even bad Snyder is pretty entertaining, so I might check it out.
Patrick, thank you for the $5 super chat. Are you still doing movie series reviews like Shrek and Kung Fu Panda? I want to see How to Train Your Dragon and Lego movies.
The Lego movies I want to do, and the Transformer movies I want to do, but I still got 2 movies to see. I got to see the Beast one, and I got to see the one I said I wouldn't review because I could predict it. Everybody said I did predict it.
Adam Grunther, thank you for the $5 super chat. Do you think you will ever do an NC for The Mask of Zorro?
Maybe. It's another one. I don't know how many people would click on it, but I really like that movie, and I can say a lot about it, so I might.
Jared Jackson, thank you for the $5 super chat. You should cover X-Men 97 as the episodes come out.
You know, the review I did, like, it didn't do bad, but did do good either, so I don't think many people would click on that. With that said, by God, I feel like I'm 11 years old again watching that show. Like, I love the shit out of this series. It's just so good. I really feel like it's just a continuation of the show, but everything's like up. You know, the animation is upped, and the storytelling is even more upped, and the twists are good, and it keeps you invested. I really love it. It's the first time in a while I really feel like, man, I'm just taken back to. I want to eat a big bowl of sugary cereal watching that.
Storm Shadow Productions, thank you for the $10 super chat. Christopher Killian, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you ever seen the show Transformers Prime? It's practically the best Transformers show. It has characters I care about. That's more than I can say for Bay's movies.
That's what I hear. I hear it's very, very good. I have not had a chance to see it, and I probably won't be able to either, sadly. Again, it's just a time issue, but I have heard constantly it is very, very good.
Based Spamton, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you ever considered reviewing one of the Puppet Master, I almost said Muppet, the Puppet Master movies? Some are pretty cool in my opinion, much love.
I never have seen one. You know, I know what they look like, you know, the puppets. If you were to show me one, I'd be like, yeah, I know it's Puppet Master, but I've never seen it all the way through. Yeah, and I should, because Greg Sestero, I know is in at least one of those.
Storm Shadow, thank you for the $10 super chat. Are you going to review anything My Little Pony related, like the original My Little Pony movie, or maybe do an editorial on the brony community?
You know, unless I really have an understanding of it, I'm trying not to talk about things that I don't fully grasp or have a passion for. And I tried watching the show. Totally fine. It's totally okay for what it is. It just doesn't interest me. It's just not my thing. So I feel like, even though I've made some jokes about them in the past, it's like the idea of talking about that whole community or talking about that show, it's like, I'm not the one to do it. And I doubt there's a shortage of people that can do it. So yeah, show's fine. Fan base is fine. But I'm not the one to talk about it. I'm not the one to sum it up.
Lizables, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey, Doug, been watching you since 2013 and love listening to your reviews all the time. Thank you for all the amazing years. When do you think we will get Harry Potter month?
That's another one where it's like, I've seen the movies. They're fine. I like them fine. I don't really get into them. I always say it's a really good reviewer named the Cosmonaut Variety Hour. He did all the movies, and he summed up all my thoughts about him, except he had a really heavy lean towards he really liked him, but he still looked at him objectively, and he pointed out the stuff that doesn't work about him. And to me, that's the stuff why I think they're only okay, kind of thing. But I still adore that it got kids into reading, because that was not a thing when I was growing up. Kids reading just was, that's the thing dorks did. It was like Belle. Everyone played it. What's she doing? I mean, we don't do that kind of thing. And I love that just completely changed the atmosphere with that.
Frost, thank you for the $5 super chat. Just want to say I enjoy your videos. My question is, have you heard of the anime Lupin the Third? And if so, did you see the CGI Lupin the Third first?
No, okay, so I've seen a little bit of the CGI one. It looked cool. I know what the anime is. I saw the Miyazaki movie, which was really cool. I've seen a little bit of the show, but I'm not an expert on it. It looks cool. It looks like a really fun show, but I have not seen much on it.
Vacuum Blink, thank you for the $5 super chat. How is Malcolm doing? I miss him.
Yeah, he's around. Yeah, he still streams, right?
Yeah, he's here every Thursday. Well, not here on YouTube, but on Twitch. He's on Thursdays. Yep.
Yeah, so ask him yourself.
Hunter, thank you for the $5 super chat. Sup, Dougie? Would you consider an NC review on Titan AE?
I've thought about it. Because I'm not a particular fan of it. I don't know if Don Bluth is either after reading his autobiography, because he was not meant to direct it. He was going to produce it, but then the director fell out, so he had to direct it. So I don't know what his thoughts are on it. It's ambitious, but I don't think it works, and it would be interesting to talk about.
Easy, thank you for the $5 super chat. What are your thoughts on the new Ghostbusters movie, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm not hearing good things. I don't think I'm going to like it from what I'm hearing, but you never know. Sometimes I have a different opinion.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In Claws, what did you think of Norm Macdonald's character, Mogans?
Oh, I liked him. It is weird hearing him as like, I mean, I know he's still like kind of the cynical character, but it's weird hearing him in like a kid's film, be like kids film cynical, which is a little strange. But I thought he did his job well.
Nate's, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thoughts on the found footage movie Chronicle? It's a movie where most who see the movie really enjoy it, yet it's sadly overlooked by the public.
That's the superhero one, right? Chronicle
I'm
movie.
unsure.
Let me check. Yeah, I remember liking it. It was an interesting idea doing like a superhero / supervillain origin story, but with found footage. I remember liking it, but it's one I forget even exists until someone brings it up again. You know what I mean? But it's good. It's a solid movie.
Film for Thought, thank you for the $5 super chat. Will Doug ever re-review films that he reviewed in his early years or before his hiatus?
I've thought about it, like the really early ones, like the Ninja Turtles movies, or even like Batman and Robin or Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. The ones where they could only be 10 minutes. I wouldn't mind doing those again. I've talked about doing it at some point, but just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Juliana, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you and Rob ever seen Evil Roy Slade, where Josh Aston is a bandit who was raised by wolves? It's great and underrated.
What? Evil what?
Evil Roy Slade, Royslade, Roy. Sorry, I'm trying like in my head about how I'm pronouncing Roy.
No, I've never even heard of it. Oh, this does this does actually look like a lot of fun. I'll try to check this out. This looks like a good time.
Storm Shadow, thank you for the $5 super chat. Do you think you will review anything My Little Pony related, like the first My Little Pony movie, or a video on the brony community? I think maybe they didn't know that we have a list.
So probably not.
Chase, thank you for the $10 super chat. How to Fix Has Been Hotel more time. It worked for Seth MacFarlane's The Orville. Each episode got an extra 20 to 45 minutes. When they moved from Fox to Hulu, ever seen it? It's basically like Star Trek The Next Generation.
I've seen a little bit, and what I saw I really liked. Everyone says it's like Star Trek, and I think the appropriate way of putting it is that it's like the funny Star Trek episodes, where every episode has something funny going on in it, but it still takes its world seriously, and I like that. Like I said, I've only seen about maybe 2 or 3 episodes, but what I saw I really enjoyed, and I kind of, or maybe not even more time, but more episodes I think would work too. Either of those I think would work for Has Been.
Jace, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you had your midlife crisis yet? Mine was triggered seeing a bottle of syrup celebrating 20 years of Elf in December, meaning I was 10 when it came out. I spent an hour reflecting before breaking down.
Well, no, not really. But now that you mention, I guess I'm kind of behind on the midlife crisis. I mean, I know they say 50, but 40's the new 50, isn't it? Oh my God! Thanks for triggering this. Oh God.
Nate, thank you for the $20 super chat. Would you consider ever giving the first VeggieTales movie, Jonah, a review? The movie has a very fascinating history and legacy, including the OG creators losing the rights for years, reason the movie underperformed.
I have never seen VeggieTales. Everybody says it's great. Yeah, like I said, I know
It's
diehard
awesome.
atheists who love VeggieTales. I would like to see it, but that's another one where it's like, I don't know when I'm going to find the time. I don't even know where it's streaming.
Jared, thank you for the $20 super chat. Do you remember the Disney show Motor City? It was one of my absolute favorite shows to watch on Disney XD. I would love to hear your thoughts about it for this year's Disney December.
No, somebody was asking me to review it for Disney December, and I don't even know what it is. So probably not. I'll see if I get through other shows if I have time for that, but I doubt I will.
Curtis Lopez, thank you for the $5 super chat. Any chance for an NC of the Incredibles? I think it's supposed to be Incredibles this year. It's having its 20th anniversary.
I did Disney December on it. I think that's pretty good. I kind of got all my thoughts out in that.
Rancy Gaming, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, can you do a Disney December on Hollywood Pictures' Arachnophobia and Judge Dredd? Arachnophobia was their first ever movie.
I did do a Nostalgia Critic on Judge Dredd, and that's honestly a lot of my thoughts in there, even though they're exaggerated. And I did have Arachnophobia on the list. I think I am going to do it this year.
Scott, thank you for the $5 super chat. Will you review the first XXX movie with Vin Diesel? The sequels have potential too, but the first one is the perfect time capsule of 2002.
Yeah, that's another one I never saw, weirdly enough. I heard like it's okay, but yeah, it never grabbed me. Maybe I should check it out.
Nate's, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you ever seen the 90s, early 2000s cartoon Johnny Bravo? Its comedy was so surreal, but that made it hilarious. If you have seen it, what are your thoughts?
Oh yeah, I thought it was very, very funny. Yeah, it kind of just speaks for itself. It's yeah, just this loser always tries to hit on women, always gets beaten up for it, and has like that old 50s like Elvis Presley. Oh, I guess what would that be? Is that 60s Elvis Presley? I don't know, but he's got this voice going, and yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
Vacuum, thank you for the $10 super chat. Are you wearing a blue Garfield t-shirt?
Close. I'm wearing a blue Eek shirt.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you seen Isle of Dogs?
Yes, I really, really liked it. I think I like Mr. Fox a little bit more, but Isle of Dogs was very, very good.
Nate's, thank you for the $20 super chat. Thank you for your time answering my questions, Doug. Sorry if I asked so many questions. I've just been a fan for 10 years and I have so many questions. Thanks for your patience and understanding. God bless.
No, thank you. So it's a Q&A, man. That's what you're supposed to do. So thank you so much.
Frank, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hello, Doug. I may have two questions depending on your response to the first one. Are you or anyone in the family a fan of the Castlevania games?
Yeah, but I've only played up to 4. I never played past that. But yeah, I love those games. Somebody brought it to the last convention we were at. I just started playing Castlevania 4 again. It's like I wasn't even thinking. I just played it so many times I could almost play it blindfolded. I'm just like, man, it's so creepy how like the muscle memory like it just stays in your fingers.
Golden Saurus, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you considered reviewing Disney's Pocahontas?
I've thought about it. Well, I think I want to do like all the what they call it, the Golden Age. No, the Renaissance, the Disney Renaissance. I'll probably go through all the Disney Renaissance movies. I'll get to that at some point.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 500 bits. Will there be a TV program special this year like you did with previous years like Kids WB, Disney Afternoon, etc.? I would love to see an Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, or Toonami Part 2.
We've talked about doing Adult Swim. Again, it kind of depends on how I'm doing. I am having a good week in terms of the fatigue and everything, but yeah, it just needs to be gone if I'm going to do one of these bigger reviews that I know is going to take a lot of time. So yeah, I want to be certain it's gone.
John Bondi, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube. Thanks for the great videos.
Thank you.
Alexander, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you seen the 2015 adaptation of The Little Prince? If so, what are your thoughts? It was by the same director of the first Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It was okay for a while, but then when they had to stretch out the ending, I thought that just went against everything the book was about and what it was doing, it was trying to get across. And I don't know, it felt like The Player to me, that movie where, like, there's this story that's trying to get made, and at the very end they just go for the dumbbell happy ending, and I'm just like, oh, screw you, that wasn't what it was supposed to be. When it was doing the stop motion stuff, that was fine. That's more what the book was. But I don't know. I feel like you could have filled out that story better. There's a live action one that I thought did it very well. And I'm surprised they didn't take influence from that.
Gregorius, thank you for the $5 super chat. Does the internet's favorite critic have any plans for a retrospection of The Critic, since it's the show's 30th anniversary this year?
30th anniversary. Oh my God. Maybe. Let me put that down. I do, because I grew up with that show and I do really, really like it. I guess it would make sense to do for its 30th anniversary. Yeah, take a look at that.
Fire Tower, thank you for the $5 super chat. Not sure if you're interested in Gundam, but Netflix released a trailer for Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. Any thoughts? Give it to me. I just want all the Gundam content, please.
I was gonna say that's Heather's alley. She loves Gundam. Her collection is bonkers, man. Like, it's crazy how much she has. So yeah, she's the one to ask for that. I've never seen it.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In the early seasons of The Muppet Show, I like the running gag of Scooter using the fact that his uncle owned the theater to get away with things.
Oh, I forgot about that. All right.
Justin, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you ever thought of holding auditions for a new NC cast member? It would be a dream come true to join you guys. I know a lot about 2000s media.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for the offer. Probably not. Everything's telling me to go smaller with the reviews. I mean, like, before there's a thing, it's like, let's do bigger productions and stuff like that. But now I feel like someone can literally just take a Post-it and put on their head that says Elon Musk, and it's like, that person's Elon Musk now. And that's great. That's part of why YouTube is so wonderful. Kind of anyone can be a star with that, and anyone can get across funny ideas. But yeah, I think we're good for now. If at some point we expand in some other way, we definitely will. But yeah, we're not looking at it right now.
Emerald, thank you for the $10 super chat. I will die on this hill. Pocahontas is the best Disney movie ever made, and Aladdin is, in my opinion, the worst.
Well, enjoy your grave on that hill. If you like it, I mean, go ahead and love it, man. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna stop you. Yeah, it's not my thing.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 500 bits. So I had my mind blown recently. So in Shrek 2, when Donkey transformed into a stallion, I always thought, what did Dragon transform into during that time? According to the director, she transformed into a beautiful Pegasus at the time.
Yeah, I think in the commentary, I think they said that. I do remember hearing that.
John Doe, thank you so much for that $50 super chat. Really appreciate that. Doug, will you ever review the Michael Bay Transformers? The first one is the best, if only by default, as far as the sequel state concerned. I would argue that number 4 is probably the least shitty.
I'm gonna do a compilation video at some point. I just need to watch. There's 2 movies I still haven't seen. I gotta see the newest one that came out, and I had to see the was it Last Night? I think the one I said I wouldn't review because I could predict it. And everyone said I predicted it pretty well, apparently. So I guess I can't prove my point. But I should see it to actually did see how well I predicted it.
Nate's, thank you for the $5 super chat. Weird question. Have you seen any online shows from the now sadly shut down company Rooster Teeth, like Red vs. Blue or Ruby?
Oh, I love Red versus Blue. Oh my God. Yeah. How far did I get? I think I got up to season 7, and then just too much life got in the way. I couldn't watch it anymore after that. But yeah, I mean, we got the DVDs of them. We loved them so much. I think we still got them somewhere. And yeah, absolutely loved them. It's a shame to hear about them shutting down.
Jimmy Vance, thank you for the $5 super chat. In terms of impact on the world and pop culture, I say Spider-Man. Sorry for vagueness.
Okay, impact on the world. I mean, I feel like that's got to be Superman then, because I mean that was like kind of the original superhero that like created the blueprint in so many respects. I mean, just looking at the movie, that kind of created the blueprint for superhero movies too. Yeah, and I think just when you say superhero, that's the first one that comes to people's minds. It's just, the person in tights with a cape and, a symbol right here, which, yes, there's Batman, but I mean, just the bright, vibrant. I mean, if you type in superhero right now, it's going to be either Superman or somebody looking like Superman. Like, that's the archetype. So I think that's got to be it.
Rancy Gaming, thank you for the $5 super chat. Will you ever do a Disney-Sember on the old Muppets TV show?
Oh, like the original? Man, that'd be a lot to watch. I've thought about maybe one year just having like Muppets in general being like the thing I add to Disney December. So maybe when I do that, that might make sense.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. In Spectacular Spider-Man, what did you think of the black suit storyline?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was ingenious the way they tied it into his origin, because you didn't know the origin by that point. You think they're doing like a Batman animated series where it's like, well, everybody knows it, so we don't need to say it. But then by revealing it there while the suit is trying to corrupt him and everything, and then Ben comes in and you see the story, that was so smart. I mean, that was like one of the smartest things I've ever seen written in a Spider-Man story, because we all do know that origin, but to reveal it there and have that be what pulls him out, it's so good, so good.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. Ever watch Supernatural with Jensen Ackles, who is on The Boys now?
No, I've heard about it, but I've never seen it.
Rico, thank you for the 500 bits. Hello, I'm glad you reviewed the Snyder Cut, Doug. It was great.
Thank you. I liked it too.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Fun fact, D. Bradley Baker, the actor who played Dr. Connors in Spectacular Spider-Man, also did the sounds of Appa and Momo in Avatar. I can't believe those sounds are done by a human being.
Yeah, who's the other? Is it Frank Welker? Is that the other guy? There's somebody who does like at least half the animal sound effects you hear in animation. You know, he'll do like dogs and cats. Everyone always says like he can do a dog and cat fighting at the same time. Like he's that good. Like he really is amazing at these. I'm pretty sure it's Frank Welker, but I could be wrong.
Chad is confirming. Yes, welcome.
All right, cool.
Sailor Aaron, thank you for the 500 bits. Doug, the Spider Within a Spider-Verse story short released today. Have you seen it? It's really great. There's a moment where it feels like Kingdom Hearts with Sora battling his shadow self. It's awesome.
Yeah, you know, because I saw it was for a fundraiser. I thought maybe it was going to be like for sleep paralysis. Because as soon as that shadowy thing showed up, I'm like, oh, and he's asleep and he can't move. It's going to be sleep paralysis. And it wasn't. I liked it. I will admit, if it didn't have the fundraiser next to it, I wouldn't have understand what was going on. And maybe you can say that as a pro or con, because that forces you to look at the fundraiser. But yeah, I liked it okay.
Nate, thank you so much for the $50 super chat.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate that. Do you think video game movies are making a resurgence? With the new Mortal Kombat, Sonic, Mario films breathing new life, and with films that have been announced like God of War, could it be the video game movies are making a comeback?
I think they're kind of going to be what the new comic book superheroes were, attended for so long. Especially for whatever reason, apocalyptic video game stories. There's like 3 or 4 of those right now. And that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm excited. Like I said, I've wanted to see these movies ever since I was a kid. And now that people are treating them well, like they're seeing more and more, man, if we don't go by the source material, it's going to be really bad. So they're sticking more to it. I mean, I think that's great to see, but they're still making them cinematic,
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. If Spectacular Spider-Man had continued, would you have wanted Eddie to eventually reform and make amends with Peter or stay evil?
I mean, he'd probably reform because they were already friends. So I feel like that's the route it would have to go. He would have to do something like really unforgivable in order to like really slip into evil that way, because they just made him way too likable to start off.
Randall the Sandal, thank you for the $10 super chat. From bat credit cards to big-lipped alligator moments, for the past 15-plus years, you have given me so much enjoyment and moments of hilarity that'll last me a lifetime. You are my Siskel and Ebert.
Oh my God, that's like the nicest thing I've ever heard. Jesus, thank you so much. It's so kind of you.
Nate, thank you for the $20 super chat. Last question of the night, Doug. Was the remake of The Stand a major disappointment compared to the original, at least in your opinion, since I heard it was really despised? Thanks again for your patience with me.
I didn't watch it. Brad, Cinema Snob did. He did a review on it, and it looked awful. It looked really, really awful.
The Music World, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, can you do a full Nostalgia Critic review of The Shining? It's a great horror film. What's your favorite horror movie?
Probably The Haunting, the original. I absolutely love. Yeah, that's another one where Brad, the Simba Snob, he did one on that and was pretty good. I don't know what I would add to it. Yeah, I don't think I love it, but I don't think I can really add that much to it.
Thank you for the 20 NOK through Super Chat. What are your top 3 movies? Cheers from Norway.
Well, Brazil's my favorite movie, then probably Amadeus and Kill a Mockingbird.
Nostalgic Nerd, thank you for the $2 super chat. Alexander, thank you for the 500 bits. Who was your favorite character in BoJack Horseman?
Um, so you're trying to go through all the. Mr. Peanut Butter. I love that character, and in so many ways, I am Mr. Peanut Butter, and I know it. I just own it.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Now that you've seen more of the Ghost and Molly McGee, what do you think of Libby? She's my favorite character.
Libby's the
Are we a magazine?
best
No,
friend,
we're
I
just
think,
supposed to
right?
say
Let me
it.
double check.
Subscribe!
Libby, Molly McGee. Yeah, I like her. I think they really flesh her out as a character, and the family for that matter too. Yeah, no, I dig it. Hey, we made our sub goal.
We did. Nightlight, thank you for the $2 super chat. Alexander, thank you for the 500 bits. What are your thoughts on the original Lethal Weapon?
I like it. They obviously get sillier as they go along, but I think that's kind of to be expected. Yeah, no, I think they're the height of like good kind of generic 80s fluff, where even 80s fluff has like a person holding a gun to their head, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Tim, thank you for the $5 super chat. Doug, did you ever watch Happy Days growing up, and how familiar are you with it outside of the theme song?
Not really. I know the fonts. I know I know that's where Jumping the Shark came from and everything. That whole time period I just never got into. Grease, I never got into. I mean, it's fun. I'm not gonna act like I don't see the charm of it. It's just not my thing. Yeah, whenever I see it, seemed fine.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 600 bits. You ever said you will review Barnyard at some point. I can't wait for you to hear Sam Elliott sing I Won't Back Down.
I didn't know that happens in it. Okay, I'll try to move it up the schedule because I really want to hear that.
Francisco, thank you for the $100 MX through Super Chat. Hello, been a fan of the show for more than 10 years. Just wanted to let you know that my 12-year-old daughter is into animation reviews, so I'm showing her every Disney-cember, starting with the old ones.
Oh, cool. I apologize for the language in advance, but thank you so much. So kind of you.
Sir Nope, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey, Channel Awesome. Doug, did you happen to finish Pizza Tower? And if so, what did you think of it as a whole?
No, but I mean, what I played was incredibly fun. I still have it on the computer. Yeah, I just haven't had time to finish it up, but yeah, it's very, very fun.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thoughts on the new Dragon Ball Daima series coming out?
I haven't even seen the original, and I want to. I actually really do want to see the original show. Like I always thought I didn't, but once I watched a little bit of it from the beginning, I'm like, I kind of dig this. So again, I just don't know when I'm gonna get the time.
Metal, thank you for the $5 super chat. Nostalgia Critic, did you ever see the Bill and Ted's Most Excellent Adventures animated series?
Yeah. Again, all of this sounds like an ad for Cinema Snob, but he did a review of the animated series and said it was actually okay. And that's kind of what I remember. I remember it kind of being, fun and goofy. I mean, it was about what you would expect from a show like that.
We're going to have to pick up the pace just a little bit here. Golden, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you considered reviewing Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy?
Yeah, I thought about maybe doing like a theme month for that at some point.
Rancy Gaming, thank you for the $5 super chat. Tomorrow's Kingdom Hearts 22nd anniversary.
Whoa, crazy, man.
Mustard Man, thank you for the 500 bits. Fanscription idea. What if The Emperor's New Groove remained Kingdom of the Sun, the dramatic musical it originally was?
That might be interesting. Maybe I'll throw that Walter's way.
Many-Colored Journal, thank you for the $10 super chat. What is the biggest difference in quality between two movies in a series for you?
The biggest difference in quality?
Yeah, like from 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or something. It just, the quality was like drastically different.
I don't know, maybe I haven't seen these, but I hear Expendables 3 to 4 is like really, really bad. And already didn't have that great spot in 3.
Rancy Gaming, thank you for the $5 super chat. Are you doing a Disney-cember on any of the Zorro stuff?
Probably not. There's a few too many to watch, but maybe somewhere down the line.
Robert, thank you for the $5 super chat. How has reviewing childhood films altered your nostalgia, revealing insights or changing memories?
Oh, I mean, that's part of the fun of it is watching them again and being like, wow, this really doesn't hold up. Or when they do hold up, that's really cool. You see like different avenues to them that weren't presented before.
What up, JD? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Which Don Bluth character do you simp over? My favorites are Mrs. Brisby and Daphne from Dragon's Lair. Bartok's girlfriend is also hot man,
I'd have to go through the characters. I'd have to go through them all. Like, oh, actually, the Drew Barrymore one from Titan AE, she was a little hot.
Spotlight, thank you for the 500 bits. All I ask for next week, please go easy on Wish. I enjoyed the film. I know it has its issues, and I do recommend check out what could have been for the movie.
Well, good news. We're not reviewing it next week. We are doing the Bill Cosby one, but the bad news is it is written, and I am very mean to it. I'm sorry.
Emerald, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you considered doing an NC review of No Country for Old Men?
If I did, it'd have to be like an editorial, but it has grown on me over the years.
Thank you for the 50 NOK through Super Chat. Have been a fan of your channel for many years, and I love your content. I'm wondering, what is your favorite story-driven video game? Cheers from Norway.
Maybe Last of Us. I mean, there might be another one that I was more invested in, but Last of Us is pretty damn solid.
Nate's, thank you for the $20 Super Chat. Could your next Tom and Jerry review be their Fast and Furious parody, The Fast and the Fury? God bless Doug.
I hear that one's pretty good. At some point, I'll check it out.
Golden, thank you for the $10 Super Chat. You are one of the main comedic influences. You and Seth MacFarlane are my top two main favorite comedians, alongside Jeff Dunham, Mel Brooks, Al Yankovic, Mike Judge, and Stephen Pastis.
God, thank you so much. That's a great lineup to be in. Thank you so much.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Have you seen the Joe Dante movie Matinee?
Yeah. I remember thinking it was okay. Like, it was decent.
Carl, thank you for the 600 bits. You scared the heck out of me as always with that timing. Thank you. Alexander, thank you for the 500 bits. What do you think of the most recent Bob's Burger episode with the jade jellyfish? I like the small reference it made to their movie from a couple of years ago.
I didn't know a new season was out, so I will check them out.
Oliver, thank you for the $10 super chat. Thoughts on the Alien trailer? It looks a lot like the video game. Some sequences look directly lifted. They have every right to do that, but it can be underwhelming seeing the exact same sequence.
I thought it looked great. I haven't played the game that I guess you're referencing, but I thought it really looked like a return to form, and that director I feel like is the right one to do it.
Easy D, thank you for the $2 super chat. JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. Ever see the Family Guy episode where Stewie got drunk and drove a car through the bar?
I guess not. I mean, that doesn't sound like the craziest thing that's happened on the show, but.
King Fish, thank you for becoming a member on YouTube.
Thank you.
Buns Buggy, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hi, Doug. I have a video of called Radigan as the Joker if you want to check it out. It has dialogue from Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, okay. Try to check it out.
Kingfish, thank you for the $2 super chat. Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. What do you think of Michael from The Good Place?
Is Michael, is that the black dude? Let me double check.
No, that's Chidi. You're thinking of Chidi.
Who's Michael?
I'm blinking too. Is he the main?
Oh, he's the Ted Danson.
Yeah, Ted Danson. There we go.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, Ted Danson's usually a good actor. I thought he played him well.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. Did you hear that the original Red Ranger is in trouble for selling T-shirts? Yikes! With Hitler quotes.
Good. No. I mean, his colors were red and white.
Yikes.
No, I did not hear that. But no.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. In Isle of Dogs, which of the main 5 dogs was your favorite?
I have to watch it again. I have to just go back. It's been like a year and a half since I saw it. I have to go back to it.
Frank, thank you for the $10 super chat. Have you ever played any independent games like one that's coming out called Carpathian Night? It's paying homage to Castlevania games.
Like one or two. I think wasn't Pizza Tower like an independent game,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
One or two, but not a ton.
Francisco, thank you for the $100 MX. What's your favorite adult-oriented animated show from the 2000s? Any thoughts on C-Lab 2021, Drawn Together, and or Robot Chicken?
Man, I mean, yeah, Robot Chicken's amazing. Drawn Together was hit and miss. C-Lab, I remember being funny. Yeah, man, I don't know which one I could choose. Aqua Teen Hunger Force was very bad. Whole movies, actually, is probably it. I really like that show.
Kausaman, thank you for the 500 bits. Doug, have you ever watched the show Reboot? It's one of my favorite childhood shows, still is, and would love to see an NC on it. Love Nostalgia Critic.
When I was a kid, we tried watching it and we just thought it was so lame. But then everybody says it gets crazy good as it goes along, like so friggin' good. So maybe one day I'll give it another chance. But a lot of it's that animation style. I don't get into that style. But again, everyone says it's like it gets super, super awesome.
Madam Muffin Hawk, thank you for the 500 bits. Who's better? Fade, Rautha, Sting, or Butler? And could you do an NC on the 1984 Dune since many people have their own thoughts on it?
I mean, okay, in terms of character, Butler, but in terms of just being the most badass, it's got to be Sting. And I don't know. I like Dune. I feel like I can't bring a ton to it, like other diehard Dune fans. So I think it's better for someone else.
Polar Techie, thank you for the $5 super chat. Much love to the Channel Awesome crew. Adored all your live action skits over the years.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for watching for so long.
Agua Greendo, thank you for that 4-month subscription on Twitch. Welcome back. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Officer, thank you for the 50 SEK through Super Chat. Hi, Doug. Greetings from Sweden. Been a fan of yours for over 10 years. Seen any Swedish movies? Have a good one.
Yeah, I think. Oh wait, no, that's a Finnish film. I think there's a film I saw called Hatched, but I think that might be a Finnish movie. A lot of people didn't like it. Oh no, that's not it. Oh, that's not the movie. It's not called Hatched. It's a really great horror film. It's about an egg, and I'm now blanking on what it was. But no, I guess no. For short answer.
Twilight Stone, thank you so heckin' much for gifting those 10 subs over on Twitch so that we'd hit our sub goal. Really appreciate that. You're awesome. Thank you.
Hatching. That's the movie.
What is it?
Hatching is the movie. It also got bad reviews. What's wrong with people?
Matt and Muffin Hawk, thank you for the 500 bits. Which Barry Kogan performance do you like better, Saltburn or Banshees of Inisherin?
I mean, Saltburn gives him more to do, so I'll say that. Yeah, I'll say Saltburn.
Ultimate Warrior, thank you for the $5 super chat. Did you have a backup plan if your Nostalgia Critic reviews never took off? Just curious.
No, I mean, this was just a hobby. I mean, like, this was the backup plan, I guess. I don't know. I didn't even know you could make a living at this at the time. You couldn't when I started. I was really just doing this because it was fun. So, yeah, I guess the hobby turned to the real job.
JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. What did you think of Young Sheldon?
I never saw it. I just assumed it was bad, but I never heard anything about it, so I don't know if it's good or bad.
Captain Wolf, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Doug, have you watched anything from The Critical Drinker?
A little bit in the early days. I haven't seen any of the recent stuff.
Damn Cloud, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you played Fire Emblem, or do you want to play one of those games?
Only because I play some of the characters in Smash, but I don't know anything else about them outside of that.
Olivia May Julius, thank you for the $5 super chat. Just wanted to say, Tamara, you're doing great. You're my favorite secondary character. I will accept the compliment for Tamara.
Why? She might be in chat. I think I saw her in chat.
Oh, is she? She could very well
maybe.
be in chat. Yeah, it's possible. JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. What did you think of All Dogs Go to Heaven movies? Ever think about doing a review?
Maybe. I have a soft spot for the first one. It's just so bizarre. I kind of love it. I never did see the second one or the Christmas special, which does exist.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. Which Dom DeLuise character do you like more, Jeremy or Tiger?
I guess I'll say Tiger's a little funnier. Yeah, I thought it worked a little better.
Buns Buggy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Are you going to review the first Land Before Time movie since you did The Secret of Nim and An American Tale?
Yeah, I should probably do it. I don't even know if I have that written down. I probably should because I really do like that movie.
Easy D, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thoughts on the internet horror subgenre known as analog horror? And if you've seen any analog horror web series, what are your favorites?
Somebody just asked me this last stream, and I'm still not sure exactly what it is. I have to do more research on it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like it uses things like text messages to like tell the story.
It's an interesting idea, but I just haven't seen any, so I gotta check it out.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. What is the most underrated sitcom you've ever seen?
There's a show that got canceled really quick. We're like, oh, but it was good. It's called Stark Raving Mad. Neil Patrick Harris and Tony Shalhoub. And he's the assistant to a Stephen King style writer who's also kind of crazy. And like, it wasn't perfect, but like it had real potential. And we hate that it didn't go anywhere after that.
Golden Saurus, thank you so much for the $50 super chat.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate that. I have some unpopular opinions. I don't like South Park. In my opinion, it ruined and held back adult animation for decades, and I think adult animation can be much more than vulgar editorial humor. It can be like a dramedy or something like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have South Park to blame. I mean, if you want to blame something, go further back than that. You could blame The Simpsons. You know, South Park is just a cruder version of that. But I feel if you want that, you know, go to Japan. Anime has a lot of that. It is expanding more in America. I feel like much more is being experimented with that. You look at stuff like BoJack Horseman, things like that. But I like South Park, but I guess I can see where you're coming from with that.
Easel Beazle, thank you for the $5 super chat. Do you ever think of your days with AVGN? Any future collabs? Love your videos, man. Been watching since 2008.
We haven't thought of anything to do. I mean, we still meet up, you know, we're still friends and everything, but yeah, we haven't really talked about, oh, we got to do like this video or anything like that. We just kind of chat. We've done so much as well. So it'd have to be something where we're both like, yes, we can really do something with this.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. One problem I have with The Land Before Time is that I think they made Sarah a little too mean. I think especially hate the scene where she insults Littlefoot's recently deceased mother. What are your thoughts?
That's kind of what I feel like it feels very real to me. I think kids uncensored without parents can be really fucking cruel. Really gosh darn cruel in the darn heck butt.
YouTube.
Yes. So, yeah, I think, and that's what I like about Don Bluth. He will really dive into that meanness, so you feel so much better when you get to the good stuff, and you do see the sympathy in that character. I kind of like that she's really mean. Honestly, it felt genuine for a dinosaur.
Easy D, thank you for the $2 super chat. Thoughts on the Disney show Haley's on It?
I haven't seen it. I think I've heard good things. I've seen like an ad for it, but I haven't had a chance to see any of it.
Chris, thank you for the $5 super chat. Oh, and Aang's voice actor was also Andrew on Bill Cosby's Little Bill.
Oh, okay. I never saw that show.
Okay, great. We have like 4 minutes
Alrighty.
to maybe get some highlighted and go back on some of these other less than $5 super chats. So, all right. Cartoon Dictator on Twitch says favorite South Park and Simpsons character.
I always like Butters on South Park, and Simpsons. I always gotta say Maggie, because her jokes always. It's very rare her jokes don't work. I know it's a weird character to praise, but yeah, I kind of like that character.
Kingfish, thank you for the $2 super chat. What's up, Doug? You crazy mofo. You're awesome.
You're awesome.
Yeah, appreciate that. Master Mario on Twitch says, I'm hungry, Doug, and I blame your dad. Do you know why I blame your dad? Because he stole all my pebbles.
Barney.
Barney, yep.
You know, at least you didn't go for a dinosaur joke, though it is Flintstones related, so it kind of is.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 500 bits. And Secrets of Nim, what do you think of Sullivan? I love when he uses his last bit of strength to save Justin from Jenner.
Yeah, no, he's actually one of the more complex characters in there in a film that already has a lot of complex characters.
Jacob, thank you for the $20 super chat. Really appreciate that. Eto Coolest, thank you for the $10 super chat. What review are you most proud of?
I really like the Nutcracker 3D review. It has good comedy. It has good drama. It's a Christmas episode. Everyone I asked to be in it was in it, which was really cool. I expected some to drop out or not be able to make it, but they did over the holidays, and that was just so cool. Blabbleblock
on Twitch says, here are 2 movies that'll turn 10 years old this November that I'd like you to consider doing for NC. Interstellar and Big Hero 6.
Neither of those do. But I like Big Hero 6 more, but Interstellar, I'm not a fan of.
Nasenda, thank you for the $1 super chat. Really appreciate that. Jacob on YouTube wants to know what is the biggest movie you're looking forward to in 2024?
Was the Spider-Verse movie still coming out in 2024?
I don't think so. I think it's 2025.
Okay. Beetlejuice did look pretty good. I am weirdly excited. I know there's like another obvious one I'm missing. I'd have to look at like coming out. But yeah, that one looks pretty good.
Okay. Twilight Stone, thank you for gifting that sub. Really appreciate it. We like dropped one sub expired.
Oh.
And so they wanted to make sure that
Oh, well,
it was,
that was
still
kind.
there. That was very nice.
Okay.
Thank you. You did not need to do that. JL, thank you for the $10 super chat. Would you like to see a Don Bluth streaming service with all his films?
A streaming service? I mean, like, I don't think he has enough films to do that. Oh, and Inside Out 2. That's the other one I really am looking forward to. Yeah. I mean, there wouldn't be that many films on there, but yeah, anything to get more attention out of stuff, I think would be good.
Buns Buggy, thank you for the $5 super chat. Have you seen the Green Eggs and Ham Netflix series? And if so, what are your thoughts?
No, but I hear it's good. A lot of people told me to check it out, and that if you're a Dr. Seuss fan, you'd really like it. And I believe them. I just haven't had a chance to check it out.
All right, and I think that's where we're going to wrap it up because it is almost 8 o'clock here, and we have caught up with everything. Thank you all so much, as usual, for joining us here today, this evening. We really appreciate it. If you are on YouTube, please come follow us on Twitch as well, where we have content 5 days a week that's live like this. If you're thinking, man, this is fun, I'd love to hang out and chat with the Nostalgia Critic crew, well, come on back. Especially if you are looking for that Doug Plays gameplay. That'll be on Twitch on Friday nights. So come hang out with us over there. If you are on Twitch, we are going to send a raid over to Tamra. She is back and ready to party with you all. So we're going to send a raid over to Miss Tamra Chambers on Twitch. Thank you all so much for a wonderful evening chatting with this bald guy. We will see you all later. Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.